dậy. Quá khứ đã đi qua và tương lai chưa tới, con đừng để tâm chìm đắm trong tiếc thương quá khứ, trong lo lắng tương lai.
Buồn bao con có thể sống an lạc thành thơi trong giây phút hiện tại. Đây con nghe lời Đức Bổn Sư, buông bỏ ưu sầu lo lắng, trở về an trú nơi hiền pháp, học nhận diện những điều kiện hạnh phúc đã có mặt trong con và có mặt quanh con.
Con được nghe tiếng chim hót và tiếng thông reo, con nhìn thấy núi xanh, thấy mây bạc trăng vàng, tình độ đang có mặt trong giây phút hiện tiền. Con có thể thích ý.
Chúng tôi xin đại diện cho ban tổ chức cái buổi lễ hôm nay, xin mời tất cả quý vị Phật tử nào còn bên ngoài, tại vì quý thầy đang sẵn sàng để bắt đầu làm lễ. Một lần nữa mời tất cả quý vị vào chỗ ngồi. Ladies and gentlemen, if you still be on outside, please come forward to the room and then we get ready for the dedication of ceremony. Also, please, all singer, please come forward in the front of the seat here, and then we're ready for ceremony. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Chúng con xin cung thỉnh tất cả chư tôn đức tăng ni còn bên ngoài tiến vào trong cái phòng giảng đường để chúng quý thầy bắt đầu làm lễ an vị Phật. Chúng tôi thấy còn rất là nhiều hàng ghế bên trong để dành cho quý thầy cũng như quý cô. Xin mời tất cả quý thầy quý cô Giang Lâm giảng đường. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật.
Chơi hàng ngày trong cõi buồn, mỗi hơi thở, mỗi bước chân chánh niệm đưa con về tịnh độ và làm biểu hiện những màu nhiệm pháp thân.
Con nguyện buông bỏ đêm sống hối hả, đua đòi bận rộn bon chen, quyết tâm không chạy theo.
All set. So please, all singer, please have a seat, and then we will invite the chairman of the organization committee of the ceremony today come. It's held a few words to open the remark. Kính thưa quý vị, chúng tôi cũng bắt đầu cho cái buổi lễ bắt đầu, thành ra chúng tôi xin được quý vị cũng giữ trang nghiêm để chúng tôi cùng thỉnh Hòa thượng chủ ban tổ chức của buổi lễ hôm nay có đôi lời cùng tất cả quý vị. Again, please have a seat, all of you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now the ceremony started, so I'd like to everybody welcome Venerable Thich Thong, the chairman of ceremony today, come here to have some wording for open remark. Please welcome Thong Hải. Di Đà Phật.
Nam mô Sakamuni Buddha. speak English first, and then I switch into Vietnamese because many of our venerable guests, distinguished guests, and also our friend who speak in English. So that's why I honor. And also here the America. So we want to speak English so you all understand easily. Dear Venerable Sangha, dear distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we are very honored to have you here today, especially a student of the late Venerable Dr. Thich Thong, who I know you for many years, such as Dr. Karuna and the most Venerable Thich Thong and some of the other students who I met when I first came to escape from Vietnam to fight freedom, and the most Venerable Thich Thong sponsored me with Dr. Thich Thong to come and stay at the Vietnamese Buddhist temple at South Orlando, in LA. At that time, I remember the most Venerable Dr. Thich Thong. He cares and loves the monks who escaped from Vietnam to fight freedom, and can help him one hand to help the refugee who escaped from Vietnam, such as from Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, to settle at the Camden. And whoever lived in this country came to here early, you may know Dr. Thich Thong, and whoever came as an immigrant, and probably you don't know him. When I mentioned that is the reason I mentioned to you, because this is my dream. And his dream, and also the late Venerable Dr. Thich Thong's dream. But we all busy. We all the Vietnamese Buddhist monks who came to this country. We all busy to build a temple, busy to take care of our people, our own community, for settlement in this new homeland. That's why most of our venerable, we don't have time to think about our young children who born in this country and who raised in this country and get education in this country. So that's make us very concerned about young generation. And also we want to have the Westerner who interested about Buddhism. And they want to have a happy life. And I tell you honestly, without the teaching of the Buddha, may be very difficult to find a peace with it. That's why some of the members, after the International Western Day was take place at Westminster Mall last month, and some of the members, disciples of Venerable Dr. Thich Thong, see me because I lived many years in Hawaii, 30 years. So that's why I don't have a chance to come to the mainland. This recently is about 12 years ago. I was invited by the Vietnamese Buddhist community in Ventura and also Santa Barbara. Thousand out come to Hawaii, invite me to come to California. And I can help the people, especially the children. And we already established 12 years. the Vietnamese Buddhist temple to serve our own people and also to serve the Westerner who interested to learn meditation and the teaching of the Buddha. And last month, some of the members who came from Orange County, who came to our monastery in Ventura, Anglak Mission. So they meet myself and Venerable Sutradhara. He the chairman, the director of the Ventura Buddhist Study Center. He said now many Westerners and young children also come and learn the teaching of the Buddha and practice Buddhism. So they are very impressed. They want to invite me and Venerable Sutradhara. And so I asked Michelle, I hope she come back here now, Michelle here, to invite the most venerable Ân Giáo, who our community also high respect him. He very excellent disciple of Venerable Dr. Thien. And we are very happy today, a person who I'm happy to see because I'm very care about the most venerable Dr. Karuna. She in the many years very sick. So that's why we don't want to bother you. But here, we honor your master because he sacrificed his life, not only for Buddhism in Vietnam, but also he had many Westerners, as I know, because I came here 35 years to live in the West. So I know Venerable Dr. Thien. We are sorry he passed away too early. If he lived up to now, I think the Buddhism in the West will be more developed. Do you agree with me that, Venerable? Yeah, sorry, Master, he passed away too early. So now, some of his students, lay people, they want us get together at the teamwork to promote the Buddhism in the West. Because many people suffer in their life. When recently the economy crisis in USA and also affect the whole world. So they have too many problems in their family. So that's why it's the time for us to get together with all the most venerable here. They all come from the old abbots of the temple. They also want to do the work, but we should get in one team. In Vietnamese, we used to say that một cây làm chẳng nên non, ba cây dùm lại nên ngọn núi cao. It means if one mountain, we cannot make the mountain. So if it's more tree, and then we can make the high mountain. So that's why we should get together. I know Venerable Dr. Karuna, you really touched me today. When you come to the window, I look at outside. I thought that's the Dr. Thien care. It's a great thing you hear today. I really, touching, I almost cry when I see you outside. I give you a big hug. Because you are excellent student, very loyal to your master. You keep the center. So everybody give hand to Venerable Kusala. So Venerable Kusala and Venerable Liu Dao also arrived. So could you kindly to sit here, Venerable? And here today we also have Venerable Kusala, also a student of Venerable Dr. Thien for many years. So you see here, we all get together here. I told Michelle I want to make this event become very simple. Not too many people as we had the Western celebration, 20,000 people came. I want quiet and nice with all good friends and whoever know Venerable Dr. Thien. So I told Michelle, if you do this, I'm busy. But if you open the center, the Thien Dharma Hall, Giảng đường Thiên Ân in Vietnamese we call, and I will support you. And I also try to connect Master Thich Thong disciple together, and we can work together as one team. Because if you work individual, then cannot be successful. So the reason I request to make a name, which is your master, because I really love him, and he raised master from Vietnam to on the program for the education exchange between UCLA, one of the famous university in southern of California, with Van Hàn University, as you all know that. So that's why I told myself, I very happy if you can do that. I'm busy in Honolulu, but I fly here time to time to help you. So here, whatever my dream, your dream, Michelle's dream, and we come through so we can serve the Western community, especially young children who came here with their parents, and they was born in this country, in this city, Santa Ana, where is the many refugees and immigrants from Vietnam to live here, so we can help them. So otherwise, the young generation will be lost in this country, just as you can see in Hawaii. We have about 120 Buddhist temples, and about 100 Buddhist temples belong to Japanese. And now almost 60% of Japanese Buddhist temples turn into just like a museum. And the weekend, Sunday, about few members, now they turn 100 years old. They came to the temple. That's why I'm very concerned. Also, Japanese Buddhists now they're very concerned. They try to bring the Japanese Buddhist priests from Japan and also from China, mainland of China or Taiwan, to come to Hawaii so they can revive the Buddhism in Hawaii. But anyway, it won't work that way because young people, they cannot speak Japanese. Most of their priests come from Japan, they speak Japanese. And from China, they speak Chinese. So that's why the Buddhism should be American Buddhism. Otherwise, will be discontinued, just as like Japanese Buddhists and Chinese Buddhists have been here. Chinese came in here, they came with the merchant from Japan, from China. So they came here over 100 years, 400 years. And Japanese over 100 years. You see how it's worked. So that's why the idea of Michelle and some of her friends and Venerable, I think that's a very good idea. We need to support your idea. And I honor to have a Venerable Dr. Thich Thong disciple here at this center where we name Thien Dharma Center. It's a White Lotus study center. So you can see here Dharma Center. So Thien Dharma Hall, and everyone who have a chance, all Dharma teacher, no matter where you come from, what your nationality, as long as you can give a talk in English or your own language. So you need the facility. We will provide a facility for your group or your student who want to come here and practice the Buddhism. So we are very welcome, every one of you, every group of you who need the center to have that activity. This facility, we are very happy with the charge. So you can use, instead of you rent the school auditorium, or you rent the newspaper a company, they have a big hall you can use, but here we also open for you all. So please don't be hesitate to come here to give the talk. But we honor Venerable Kusala. Last time we apologize, too much noise, so we cannot organize well for your Dharma talk, but please forgive us. But you here, I think you cannot make it. Some of my member, friend, they looking for you. So they show me your picture and their cell phone. I said, Venerable Kusala, I don't know he can make it or not, but Venerable Angyao here and Venerable Dr. Karuna here. So I want to say thank you very much for your coming. And before I switch into Vietnamese, I want to introduce from my right hand side, not in order from my hand side. Baptist Sutadana, can you please come and introduce our guest monk from different Buddhist temple in southern of California. Kính thưa quý vị, đây là Venerable Sutadana, he director of the Ventura Buddhist Studies Center. Now he are very well known in northern of LA. So very active, and he connect many Buddhist temples in southern of California together, as well as the whole country. So please give a big hand to Venerable Sutadana, and we will introduce one by one to four Venerable here. Thank you.
Thank you, Venerable.
Con lát con lên chụp hình cho má nha. Còn mai coi giờ hát.
Thank you, all Venerable monks and nuns coming here. Here from the right, we have Venerable Dhammasara from Sri Lanka, Laponte, and Venerable Vibhavi from Hawaii, Venerable Sumana, Abbot of Sri Ratana Buddhist Center, very close to him, and Venerable Dr. Karnananda, and the Abbot Sri Bodhi Vihara, he's from the Bangladesh community, and from Long Beach, and Venerable Kusala, you already know. Many of you have been a Dharma teacher here. And Venerable Angyao, Venerable Thien, Monastery, San Diego. I'm delighted to see great students of late Venerable Dr. Thich Thong and three of you. And I'm proud of Venerable Dr. Dharma, and thank you for coming, and we welcome you all. And Venerable Thich Thong will introduce all the other monks and nuns and some of his former students.
Thank you very much, Venerable Sutadana, for your introduction. Some of the guests, monks and nuns who you know, and now I want to continue. I want to introduce to you is the Venerable Thich Thong, who come from Japan. Give him a big hand. So he's going to give a talk today, and I think that will be interesting. So please stay and enjoy his talk in Vietnamese, but I will be translate into English. Venerable Thich Thong, many years he lived in Japan and studied in Japan over 40 years, almost 50 years, whole his life. So I would like to introduce you Reverend Thich Thong, also student of Venerable Angyao, and next to him is Reverend Thien. Thưa quý vị, Reverend Thien is my disciple. He is a psychologist and he worked in the prison. He followed me for the last 12 years, but I did not want to ordain him. Now, last time we went to Sri Lanka, Colombo, for the World Buddhist Sangha Council conference last couple of weeks, and he go with me, and we ordained him at the Tabawane Monastery, one of the famous monastery where the Venerable Sutadana studied and ordained and studied there. So he become a Buddhist monk, and Venerable Reverend Thien become my disciple now. He just have a yellow robe. His dream last night, so we give him the precept, 10 precepts, so he become a Buddhist monk, and he worked in the prison to have the inmate in prison, and he can go in and out of prison like he go to market. She have no problem with that. So we go in and out, the security don't let me in, but he can go anytime. So he worked in the prison in Honolulu and also in Virginia and Idaho. Is that correct? Yeah. So you see that we have American who become a Buddhist and learning the teaching of the Buddha. So we are very proud of you and you here with us today. We will give him a big hand. And next to Venerable Tâm Hướng is Reverend Thanh. She is one of my Dharma sister disciple. She get run out of retreat from Woku Monastery in San Jose, northern of California. And two of my students who come from the temple in Arizona, Reverend Hải Phương, too many in my mind, and Hải Thể, they come from the temple in Arizona, where the center. And behind that, the Reverend Diệu Đáo, many years I didn't have a chance to visit. We work together and try to do something in India to help the poor people. But the project is something jam up, but hopefully we will be move on for maybe some time. And we are very happy you're here today to support. Và kính thưa quý vị, phía sau nữa chúng ta có thầy Nguyên Lượng là hội trưởng của hội cư sĩ rất là năng động ở tại cái thành phố Santa Ana. This is Mr. Nguyên Lượng. He is very active with the lay community, Buddhist community here in Santa Ana. So we are very happy to be here today. Và kính thưa quý vị before I switch into Vietnamese, I want to introduce you a special guest. This is, I don't know how to say that. This is really special guest. Who I know, and I know his family too. They are good Buddhists, and they moved here long ago and live here, settle their life, and with their fathers and mothers, sisters, brother and sister, a big family. And last time at the International Western Day, he came, and I know that he is related to one of our members in Hawaii, have a nephew who just passed away, that is his brother-in-law. So I would like to introduce to you